going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger back at you with episode number 6 of my Washington Redskins Playbook breakdown tutorial here in Madden 15, and we are going to continue moving along with this playbook breakdown, continuing with some pistol formation plays. That's where we kind of left off in the last episode. If you missed any of the previous episodes, be sure to check out the playlist on my channel. And as I always say, if you've been searching YouTube, looking for ways to get better in Madden 15, and you found this video, be sure to click that thumbs up. It shows a lot of support towards my channel and helps me grow, and I certainly would appreciate it. So, as I said, we're going to continue on with the pistol stuff. In the last episode, we touched the full house and the strong formations. Today, we're going to check out weak twins flex, and then we'll see how much time we have left to see if we get into some more. But this time, we are going to make an adjustment as far as substitution-wise. So by default, this package gives you 2 wide receivers, a tight end, a running back, and a fullback. The fullback in this situation is number 48. I'm not sure off the top of my head who the Browns fullback is, but we're going to hit our R1 button. On Xbox, it would be the button that's on your right-hand side that's closer to you to make a substitution, and then move our directional pad to the right twice. And we're going to select this fullback and put in a running back. I'm going to put in, I believe his name is Terrence West. Yes, so there we go. And now it's set up as a 2 running back formation. And the first play that I like to run, I always hit the D-pad up twice to get to it because it's in the back of the playbook. And it's the triple option. So we'll go ahead and pick that. And random play for the defense. Now, there's not really any trick to it. You just need to know how to run the option. You want to look at the guy with the R in front of him and see who he plays. If he goes towards Terrence West, the running back, that's going to be the first option. Then you want to let go of your X button or your hike button. If he kind of stays there, then you want to hold on to it and just run it right up the middle with Terrence West. So, in this situation, they played West. I'm going to keep it with Manziel and then pitch it. I'm going to feed the crow, as you Browns fans say. I don't know if every Brown fan watching this video. But very simple. Now, I'll be the first to say it. Options aren't that good in this year's game. But with that being said, this one is still pretty effective. Whenever I did run it in head-to-head or online games, it was fairly successful. Not like it was last year. Last year, the option was one of the best ways to run your offense, and that's, I made the wrong decision there, and look at that, I definitely failed. But that's why this playbook worked for me so well in last year's game. Now, not that it doesn't work for me this year, but you guys who watch my Madden Ultimate Team videos, you've probably heard me say it already, or I've probably already made videos about it. I switched up my playbook for personal use. I'm using a totally different one, but I'm not going to abandon this series. I know there are people who have been following this and looking forward to these episodes because they certainly want to get better. I'm here to tell you, I'm not abandoning this series. I'm going to continue to go through the whole playbook, and some more good news, and probably for people who like to pass a lot, I'm going to be doing another playbook series with the Denver Broncos playbook. I don't know if I'm going to start it before I finish this one, or I'm going to wait till I finish this one and then get into that one. That I'm unsure of, but I just wanted to let you guys know. So let's get back into it. We're going to go back to the pistol formation, and I like the PA power option pass. It's not super effective, but it's good because it has crossing routes, and we all know that crossing routes kind of own Madden 15. Crossing routes, slants, things like that. So I'm not going to run this one too many times, but there's really no adjustments that I make to it, and it's not your typical play action where you fake hand it off to your running back. Manziel kind of takes a step forward, and he's going to get sacked and fumble there. He has to pay attention more to what he's doing. If you didn't get that, it was a joke from a quote that Johnny Manziel said after the season. But anyway, offensive line not really blocking for me. But like I said, it's not your typical play action. He more so fakes a step towards the middle of the field and then steps back to make the throw. So you're not really going to, for people who use her, on defense, you're not really going to fake them out, I wouldn't think. But just the crossing routes itself are pretty effective. And with that being said, you can also block your running back, I believe, and not hinder the fake. So it gives you an extra blocker. Maybe I should have been doing that from the start. So check that play out. It's pretty effective. I like to use it because of those crossing routes, like I said. Let's check out another play here. I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of freestyling this episode because I mean, I know the plays that I want to use, but I didn't really totally write down which ones we were going to go over. So here we go. Weak twins flex. Another play action PA seams. I like this one a lot. This one, you mainly want to look for your tight end. X, and if he's not open, now that was kind of a bad decision because he looked free for a minute, and maybe I could have lofted it over the defender's head, but I just didn't. Here comes a blitz. And so if he's not free, I like to hit square. That route is almost, I want to say, unstoppable when it comes to the computer playing defense on it. Now, if you got somebody who users, they're going to be able to cover that pretty well because it's pretty predictable if you continue to run it and run it and run it. But when I first kind of discovered this play, it was more so about finding the X option, and a lot of times the receiver would be uncovered to his right, so I'd kind of pass lead to the right. But I'm going to dump it off the triangle there because nothing else is open. But then as time kind of grew, I noticed that route was being covered more and less open, and that's when I kind of noticed like square gets the job done open a lot, and that's been my primary target. There's an option where, nope. I don't know why X is just not getting open. Normally in a head-to-head game, you're going to get open a couple times. I'm going to dump it off there. But that was just a bad pass because Johnny Manziel's a bad quarterback. Yeah, I said it. I don't think he's going to be good in the NFL. But there it is once more. Josh Gordon, poor guy, is never going to have a stable quarterback, it seems like. So let's move on to the next play. Alright, so the next play we're going to check out, and will probably be the last play, is the smash Y corner. This is a play that I ran a lot in Madden 25, so those of you who've been following it since last year probably will recognize this play. A lot of adjustments to this one, so we're going to start from the left and move right. Josh Gordon, our square receiver, we're going to hot route him, hit square, and then the directional button on your D-pad to the right. So we're going to send him on an in route. Number 2, Terrence West, our triangle receiver, we're going to audible him and hit our right analog stick upward to send him in a wheel route. And then Crowell, we're going to hit our hot route button, R1 to select him, and then our back R button, our R2 button on PS4, I guess it's called back trigger on Xbox, to put him in a blocking formation. And then Jordan Cameron, it's up to you. I'm going to leave him in this route for now, but you can also streak him up, so actually I'm going to change it for this. But our primary target, honestly, is just going to be square. This is a play that I like to run in short yardage situations. You just wait for him to get open, and he comes across the middle. Again, this is a really, really good play to run like in 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 5 area. Now, one thing I do want to warn you about, as you know, you can't just do crazy audibles in this year's game because they have that little 4-second delay. So be aware of the play clock when you're running this play because it takes a while to set up. Just you pretty much, you know, you're setting like 4 different hot routes. Now I accidentally put Josh Gordon in a slant, and I've never run it with a slant before. Let's see how it goes. I would imagine it's still going to be pretty effective because slant routes, like I've been saying all series, are pretty dominant in this year's game. It just gives you, I guess, a couple more yards on the route. So I'll run it with a slant once more to see what we get. But Jordan Cameron's open there. I can't pass that one up. Unfortunately, he didn't catch the ball. But that's usually my first option, is to look at Jordan Cameron or the tight end. And if he appears to be wide open, I'm getting rid of it rather quickly. If not, that's when I'll go to the square route. Pretty bad decision there. I should have waited for that route to continue going because he would have been probably pretty wide open. Now, there are some occasions, and they're very rare, but there are some occasions when there was an all-out blitz. When triangle's going to get open, I believe it is. Yeah, your second halfback, he's going to get open. But the route takes a while to develop, and you're going to need some really, really good blocking from your from your offensive line, so that's when I usually just dump it off. Like I said, it's very, very rare. So go ahead and give these plays a try. If you got any questions, definitely leave them in the comments section. And if you want, let me know. Do you want me to start the Broncos playbook before I finish this one, or should I go ahead and get this one finished up before we move on to the next series? Again, let me know in the comments. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter as well. The Twitter name is at the letter I 4 times, so I Mike. Thanks for watching again, guys. I'm out. Peace.